McAfee didn't hold back, unleashing fierce criticism of Marina Mabrey after her brutal attack on Caitlin Clark. Meanwhile, WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert stays silent, ignoring what's become organized chaos pretending to be professional basketball. This latest incident has pulled back the curtain on a deeper problem in the league, a commissioner who stepped away from her duty to protect the sport's biggest star, while letting bad refereeing run wild without consequences.
You guys do know Sophie Cunningham is a hitman, right? She used to do Taekwondo. In fact, she's a black belt. That's why she had her in the Muay Thai clinch. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess with Sophie Cunningham. They brought her in to be the enforcer. I didn't ever think it would be Sophie Cunningham, but apparently she's got mad skills, bro. And she can murk fools. She has the strength of a hyena, bro. I don't know what it is. She looks sweet and innocent, but she will come for your throat, bro. And I'm so excited because Caitlin Clark has someone to defend the throne for her, bro. The enforcer has arrived.
In today's world of selective outrage and uneven fairness, facts are just as rare as good refereeing in a WNBA game with Caitlin Clark. During Tuesday night's heated game between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun, what should have been a normal basketball play turned into something much darker, almost like a planned attack, when Marina Mabrey decided that the rules of the game were just suggestions.
Sheldon actually after poking Caitlin in the eye, she walks up to her and bumps her chest on Caitlin, which is why Caitlin shoved Sheldon off of her, right? That's why she shoved her off, because she's sitting here bumping her chest after poking her in the eye. Sheldon in the wrong the entire time right here. And Caitlin getting her off of her. And then here come Marina Mabrey shoving. Why? Because your teammate is unhinged? Come on, man.
The sequence started when J.C. Sheldon poked Caitlin Clark in the eye during what looked like regular defensive play. Clark, known for her fierce competitiveness and status as a star in women's basketball, didn't back down and responded after the deliberate poke. But then Marina Mabrey crossed the line. She suddenly shoved Clark hard, knocking her down. What began as a tough game moment quickly turned into something much more intense.
What's crazy is this incident with Caitlin Clark that happened. So during the game, this is what started the whole, well, I think it has started before this. They were playing scrappy the whole game. This team's very scrappy. It didn't really change much since Stephanie White left. You know, the new coach is doing the same shit as far as scrappy physicality. This happened with Cece. So she got hit in the face, as you can see. She hit the shit out of her face. She damn near punched the girl, bumped into her, and then Marina, this is crazy, bro. And nobody got ejected.
The officials, showing their usual slow pace, took a full 15 minutes to review what should have been the simplest ejection call in WNBA history. Pat McAfee didn't hold back, calling out the poor officiating for what it was. "I don't like these cheap shots," he said. "She got poked in the eye. Cheap shots just can't happen, but they always do." Caitlin Clark is definitely going to be a big topic after this. She's a star with a fierce attitude, and the WNBA seems to be on the line here. But this isn't just about bad refereeing, it goes deeper, touching on a level of corruption so bad it could embarrass even a banana republic.
I don't like these cheap shots, though. She got gouged in the eye.
Yeah, big time.
Gouged in the eye.
It was an intentional eye gouge.
Did you see the fan cam? Smack right in the eye. Smack right in the eye. Here it is. Boom. Go back.
She gonna have to wear goggles for the rest of this?
Boom. Right to her eyes.
Some rec specs.
Boom.
And then she bops her, too.
Then she bops her, J.C. Sheldon. And then Mabrey comes in and goes, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I just got poked in the eye."
Rivalry's great. Rivalry is great for them.
I agree. Cheap shots can't be happening, and it always happens. No. Caitlin is certainly going to be a storyline. But with that being said, the Fever know that they're targets.
Yeah.
Caitlin understands it at this point, and I love that.
What makes Pat McAfee's response so powerful isn't just his anger, it's how clearly and sharply he exposed the bigger problem. He didn't only call out Marina Mabrey's cheap shot, he took aim at the whole broken system that lets this kind of behavior slide. McAfee pointed out how the league has failed to protect its brightest star while giving too much attention to players who seem more focused on drama than the game itself. It's a tough truth that leaves you wondering what the league really values.
If some of this drama with Caitlin Clark is being manufactured. Just to be clear, I'm not saying Caitlin Clark is manufacturing the drama. Obviously, She doesn't need to rely on gimmicks to generate mainstream attention. But the rest of the pretend basketball players in the WNBA, the only way they can generate interest, the only way they can see their name in the headlines is by attacking Caitlin Clark. And I'm starting to wonder if it's intentional.
When McAfee said Marina Mabrey, who knocked Caitlin Clark down, was definitely the W, especially if Sophie Cunningham keeps stepping up to defend Clark, he wasn't just talking about the fight. He was pointing out a harsh truth: Caitlin Clark needs bodyguards just to play in her own league. The fact that Sophie Cunningham, a black belt in Taekwondo since she was 6, is acting as Clark's unofficial protector says a lot about where the WNBA's focus really lies. We're witnessing the slow breakdown of professional basketball's integrity, while those responsible for keeping the game clean are doing nothing but watching ticket sales rise.
Definitely the W, especially if Sophie Cunningham is going to continue to fight people for messing with Caitlin Clark, because it feels like Caitlin Clark is going to get treated in a certain way in this league for a long time. She's not a rookie anymore. Okay? She's already proved herself. She's won. And then there were some, ladies last night that were trying to go a little physical. And in last year, I think something we noticed, and I think a lot of people noticed, is when Caitlin would get bullied, nobody would do nothing.
That's right.
Nobody would do nothing. It was like, hey, they didn't know, like, whoa, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe people are doing this to Caitlin Clark. Teammates weren't jumping in there. They bring in Sophie Cunningham. I had no idea. Sophie Cunningham was a black belt at the age of 6.
The worst part of this whole situation isn't just Marina Mabrey's aggressive behavior, it's the complete silence from Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. While the league's biggest star faced what felt like organized harassment, Engelbert said nothing. After 33 years climbing the corporate ladder at Deloitte before leading the WNBA, she's shown that business skills mean nothing if you don't have the courage to stand up for your own league. Her failure isn't just a professional mistake, it feels personal.
Marina Mabrey, by the way, who actually didn't see the play take place. Marina Mabrey, by the way, who actually didn't see the play take place. Marina Mabrey's looking off in the distance. She has no idea what's taking place. She has no idea what's transpiring. All she sees is her opportunity to get her lick on Caitlin Clark. All she sees is her opportunity to say, Caitlin Clark, how dare you come in this league and steal my shine? How dare you? Marina Mabrey took her shot. Right before Tina Charles got there, Marina Mabrey did the job.
Every time Caitlin Clark gets blindsided, every time the referees look the other way, and every time players like Marina Mabrey face little to no punishment for actions that would be criminal off the court, Cathy Engelbert's silence grows louder. The woman tasked with growing the profile of women's basketball has let the sport slide into something more like professional wrestling, only with even worse acting. The commissioner's office is so out of touch that they only upgraded Mabrey's technical foul to a flagrant 2 after public outrage forced their hand. This wasn't about fairness, it was damage control by a commissioner who's lost control of her league and refuses to admit there's a real problem.
All right, y'all, it's official. The hater, Marina Mabrey, technical foul. Listen, it just got upgraded to a flagrant 2, and she got fined, y'all. She got fined. And then look what she say. Every time they come in, I make money. That's not something that she should be talking about. Making money off of comments? You're a whole basketball player.
If Commissioner Engelbert's silence is a crime, then ESPN's Monica McNutt's active campaign against Caitlin Clark is nothing less than journalistic malpractice. McNutt, known for turning every Caitlin Clark story into a social justice issue, somehow watched Marina Mabrey attack Clark and came away thinking the real problem was that people pay too much attention to fouls in sports. On The Daily Show, she questioned, "Are we really leading sports with this? Are we really leading sports with a foul in sports?" This is the same person who spent months claiming Caitlin Clark's success overshadows other players, yet she acts like violent attacks on Clark aren't worth talking about. ESPN has built a strange world where Clark is both the most protected and the most targeted athlete ever. According to McNutt and her team, Clark deserves whatever happens because she talks trash, as if talking back in sports excuses physical violence. This isn't real journalism, it's biased opinion dressed up as analysis, and it's wrecking how we talk about sports.
And then I think the other part too, as Caitlin continues to matriculate through her WNBA career, if you have a mic on her in game, she's a trash talker too. And so I'm okay with competition. I didn't like the play by Sophie Cunningham. I thought the teammates coming to their respective teammate in the first little scrum was okay. I did not like the play by Sophie Cunningham.
Fam, what does trash talking have to do with putting hands on somebody? Trash talking is a part of the game, right? But you telling me just because she's a She's an excellent trash talk.
The Marina Mabrey incident isn't just a one-time problem, it's a sign of deep-rooted corruption running through the WNBA. Recent reports about bribery involving referees in games with the Indiana Fever have revealed a league where cheating isn't an accident, it's part of the system. Sources say 3 referees were fired after an investigation into a heavily biased game between the Indiana Fever and New York Liberty, one so unfair that fans demanded a replay. The league's response? A carefully worded statement about integrity protocols, but no real action to fix the bigger problems behind the scandal. This corruption goes beyond a few referees taking bribes. It's embedded in how the league handles games, especially those involving Caitlin Clark. Fever coach Stephanie White's frustrated comment that everyone's getting better except the officials wasn't just about bad calls, it was a clear sign of a system set up to fail. With the league failing to protect its players, Sophie Cunningham has stepped up as Caitlin Clark's unexpected protector. Pat McAfee praised Cunningham not just for fighting back, but because in a lawless league, sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands. Her martial arts skills make her perfect for the job. When she took down J.C. Sheldon with a powerful bear hug takedown, it wasn't a basketball move, it was a clear warning from someone who earned her black belt long ago. How the league treated Mabrey compared to Cunningham shows everything wrong with WNBA justice. Mabrey, who attacked Clark without warning, only got a technical foul, and that was upgraded only after the public demanded it. Meanwhile, Cunningham, who stood up for Clark, was immediately ejected and fined. The league's message is loud and clear: you can attack Caitlin Clark and face little to no punishment, but if you defend her, you'll lose money and playing time.
Here's Sophie Cunningham, the badass for the Indiana Fever, who is willing to fight.
Sure.
Which we are big fans of for Caitlin Clark. She was also a kicker in high school. Okay.
Oh, wow.
For the brand. Obviously, the kicker is the biggest badass on the court. I love everything about it. Sophie, welcome to Indianapolis. Love that she was a kicker. That's a big ball, too. Hey, that's a good thump. Wow. That's a good kick right there. Obviously, she chose basketball, became a professional. But I love that she stepped foot on the field. The amount of courage it takes. She was a black belt in 6th grade or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, an absolute dog. Now she's a member of the Fever. We're thankful for.
Perhaps the most shocking part of this whole controversy has been Marina Mabrey's complete lack of regret. When asked about her attack on Caitlin Clark during a live stream, Mabrey's answer said it all: damned if I do, damned if I don't. That wasn't an apology, it was a bold statement that she felt what she did was okay. Her family even celebrated the incident on social media. Her sister posted a video saying, "Another day of us watching Marina do crazy stuff," while their mother cheered in the background. This isn't passion or competitiveness, it's a proud celebration of violence, something that has no place in professional sports. The Connecticut Sun's response was just as disappointing. Head coach Tanisha Wright defended Mabrey, saying she was just trying to be between two players. This kind of excuse is classic gaslighting, turning a clear, intentional attack into something innocent, even though the video shows exactly what Mabrey was trying to do: hurt Caitlin Clark.
Y'all love that in the NBA though. It'd be cool when the dudes do it, but y'all soft. Y'all are so soft. I don't care what nobody said. You go for somebody's neck and don't even go for the ball. This ain't basketball no more. Y'all want to play football? Let's play football. Y'all, JC is taking care of. JC held her own for real. JC held her own. The fight was forced.
Okay, let's move on.
No, let's not. If somebody less than a minute to go, you taking a layup thinking sweet, and somebody come for your neck, the ball is extended here, somebody come for your neck, what are we talking about? Just know y'all are delusional. Just know y'all are sick in the head.
Caitlin Clark definitely being the biggest driver. No questions asked. We're in Indianapolis. Like, what she does, she sells out more than, like, Morgan Wallen, Taylor Swift. There's a couple people that sell out everywhere. Okay. Mm-hmm. Caitlin Clark sells out everywhere. I mean, she is a bona fide superstar. Obviously, a lot of eyes, a lot of new eyes, I think, on the W, which is good for the league as a whole. And I think everybody's thinking like, well, they're treating Caitlin different. And I think if you listen to the people that are in the W, now granted, obviously, it has been absurd to watch every single thing that they've done to Caitlin. I mean, last year, in between free throws, girl goes over and they say, this is not different.